Hello, all the great achievers of the world who are watching this, and thank you for joining us here and letting us teach you all we know. So you're 13 or 14 years old, and you want to start making money and do great things now, but you believe you can't due to your age or lack of time because of school. Well, this channel is dedicated to people just like you, showing you how to accomplish your goals, whatever they might be. One of the first things that most people want in life, because they need it to fund their projects, buy things like games or food, or just for the sake of having it, is money. You can do things without it, but almost everything is faster and easier with at least some money in your pocket. While most middle schoolers are too young to work full-time jobs, there are several other options. You can find someone in your family to give you a job, like my uncle, or you can start a small business of your own, like mowing lawns or walking dogs. Today we're going to discuss that last option, pet care. Looking after people's pets is a great choice for both constant streams of money and having people pay you much more money for more extensive care. Now, don't be fooled. Taking care of people's beloved furry friends and family would take lots of work and extensive time management, but I personally think that it is worth it. Now, there are three major steps to starting your new job, each of equal importance: planning, marketing, and the agreements, getting them to actually pay you. Now, first things first. Step 1, planning. The first thing you need to consider is how many services you can and will offer. Taking care of a pet involves many tasks of varying difficulty, giving you a lot of wiggle room. The full range of a pet's needs is that they need to be exercised, have a clean environment, food, grooming, and usually some social contact. As you can see here, I offer pretty much all those things, which opens up a market and gives me more potential income from people who want different services. The second detail you need to plan out is how much time you have. Look at your daily routine carefully and see how much time each of your services that you will be doing takes up. I have to go to school during the weekdays, which means I generally set aside about an hour after school and 2 on my days off, if not more, spreading out each of my customers throughout the week. The third and final step to contemplate in this section is pricing. The key is to think back to when you had to do these services yourself, like removing dog droppings from your yard, and think of how arduous it was and how long it took. Consider how much you would have paid then, take this off your plate, and keep track of it while you're away. Take that amount, mark it up just a smidge, but still keep it within reasonable boundaries. Keep up this process for all of your services and make a list to keep track. Now that you've gotten all of what you're offering and everything else sorted out, it's time to move on to the second step, marketing. You need to have some way to get what you're offering to all of your neighbors in a way that is attractive and engaging and efficient. I would suggest using something like flyers you hand out, as you can distribute them quickly. It shows that you're willing to put the work in, and you can have all the information on it, so you don't have to have a lengthy explanation. I suggest using Canva. It's free, has hundreds of professional-looking templates that you can use, and everything in Canva is completely customizable, so you can fine-tune each and every little detail to your needs. This whole flyer I made took only about 30 minutes because of Canva. You want to catch someone's attention, you need a hook. A hook is something that generally just makes them look into what you're doing. A hook I like to use in written advertisements is to use a relatively common problem, like not being able to take care of your pets on a vacation in this case, is make your service pose as a solution, like I have here, where I bring up how people. After your hook, you put more information about what you're really all about and more in-depth description about how you will help them and other information. Once they have an idea of what they're getting, show them well-organized chart that clearly displays pricings and conditions like this. It's best to give them your contact information last. They're already informed so that you don't have to spend time dealing with a bunch of meaningless messages, little details that you've already cleared up in the description that would come after your contact. Finally, prepare yourself for the third and final step of the process, finishing the deals. So you've set up your schedule, made your flyers, and are ready to get some people to pay you. This part is pretty simple. You just need to go from house to house, briefly summarize what you do, giving them a flyer to fill in the gaps.